Good morning, everyone. This is Royce Miller coming back at you with yet another Let's Try. Today on the docket we have Synergy Raw Kombucha. I have tried kombucha in the past. It tastes awful, like a mixture of vinegar and beer. What's the APB on this thing? Because, even the most yeah. Yeah, I know it's got alcohol in it. I want to know how much, though. Like, what's the APB? Come on, tell me. Whatever. This is a gingerberry flavor. Um, Trying to give this the benefit of the doubt. This is at the start of a slew of recordings. Let's see. Um, so the thing you need to know about kombucha is if you have anything sweet with it, all you're going to taste is vinegar. So do not drink it with sweets. It smells like vinegar. I'm trying to think if I've had anything sweet recently. I mean, I have my diet soda, but that doesn't have any sugar in it, so this shouldn't taste exactly like feet, right? Well, here goes nothing. Okay. I'm not tasting the vinegar, thank God. It kind of just tastes like a bland fruit juice with some minor, fermentation notes. Because, vinegar is basically spoiled wine, right? So, this isn't too far off of the alcohol. Alcohol is a weird thing, My mom made fun of me for the Malta because she said that the Malta soda was basically just non-fermented. No, my brother made fun of me for it because he said it was just non-fermented beer, which that is true, but it's not my fault. It's a big hit in Mexico and Puerto Rico. For my mother, in 1995, I began bottling my organic raw kombucha in my childhood kitchen after witnessing how much my mother, Lorraine, relied on it during her battle with breast cancer. From that moment, it became my life's purpose to honor, protect, and share the sacred beverage for you to enjoy. Peace and blessings, G.T. Dave, founder. It says here that some kombucha is made from vinegar, but this isn't. So I wonder if maybe I just had bad kombucha in the past. That said, I'm not going to risk tainting it by having something sweet to go with it. I've heard that this pairs best with salty stuff like bar food. Ooh. I said it didn't taste vinegary. It's still a fruit juice and kind of tart though. Yeah, it's got blueberry juice in it, so that's the only sweetener. And ginger juice, so it is tart, but in a fruit way, not in a fermented, not in a fish sauce, dip your beer battered cod in it kind of way. In fact, the taste it most reminds me of is sparkling grape juice, which huge in my house. Well, in my family, because the parents never went out for New Year's Eve. They always celebrated New Year's with their kids, so that would involve watching the countdown with a bottle of sparkling grape juice because no champagne. Oh, for people who live outside the United States, the U.S. is a lot looser on certain food qualifications and copyrights. So any dry sparkling white wine can call itself a champagne. Um, there was this shipment of, I think, Miller Ultra or something, Michelob Ultra, something like that, that was being shipped to Germany, and because its catchphrase was the champagne of beers, it got seized in France because like the copyright on what can be called champagne in the European Union is so tight. It literally has to be from the Champagne region of France. Like that's where the joke comes from. Um, and there was some question about where it was going because like it was going to Germany, and let's be honest here, American beer is to coin a term that I've heard regularly in Grand Theft Auto, pisswassa. I don't know. 9 billion living probiotics. I mean, hey, this is probably good for my gut health, at least. Like, that's the reason people drink this stuff. Not because they like the taste, but because it's healthy. This fermented mushroom tea. Fungal tea, I should say, not mushroom tea. I used to joke that this is basically fungus beer from Warhammer 40,000. Because in that game, orcs are well, they're technically not animals. They are grown from a fungus by the Chaos faction. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know that. And what they drink is fungus beer. And they also have this combined. They basically have the ability to alter reality, but in a way where it's like their shared belief. So, like, their ships are scraps thrown together. But because they believe the ships can fly, they can fly. Because they believe their guns can fire bullets, they can fire bullets. Because they believe red means fast and purple means sneaky, that's why that's how they get stuff done. And it's their combined like willpower, their combined like not intelligence, but their combined ability to alter their perception of reality, to alter reality to their perception instead of vice versa. They're keeping the God King of mankind, or God Emperor, I forget what he's called, but he's like this fascist dictator from dying and ascending to heaven and becoming a deity. So they're keeping him trapped in this living, like, corpse of a body. Um, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about the Warhammer universe. I know Famirs have a really messed up way of reproduction, it's, but I only know about Famirs because Hero Quest had Famirs in it, and then the re-release that Hasbro did without Games Workshop did not have Famirs in it. It had something called an Abomination, which they haven't gone into a whole lot of detail on yet. Excuse me. But it's just a fish dude with a trident. You know, it looks like an anglerfish. You know, there's a weird pepperiness to this. GT's Living Foods LLC, out of Beverly Hills, California. 90213. That's not. I guess he's an area code removed from, or zip code removed from the 90210. That he'd be two sections. He'd be 3 sections removed because 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, the pepperiness is probably from the ginger. Ginger can be pretty spicy sometimes if you get a weird version of it. Hy-Vee, they do these Italian sodas, and one of them was a ginger beer. The most, one of the spiciest drinks I've ever had. Actually, probably the spiciest, considering I don't drink spicy stuff. I mean, like, technically, I've had hot and sour soup, which is spicy and sour, but you get what I mean. I've never had, I've never had a beverage that was spicy. And it put me off drinking ginger beer for years because I thought, like, oh, all ginger beer is spicy and gross. But no, just that one was spicy and gross. The barrel shaped ginger beer is actually pretty decent. So yeah, that basically I think that fungus beer is kombucha. Because what is it? It's fungus based and it's got an it's and it's so it's fungus based and it's beer. And beer, what is beer? It's a fizzy drink with light APB. Did I just throw away a glass bottle? Sorry. Um, my apartment doesn't have a recycling thing. Sorry, and I'm too. My body is too beat up from work to go all the way out to the recycling center. Anyway, y'all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm outie.